Today really is going to be about replacing this broken front nose. So last time I drew out and cut and shaped a replacement piece, and the idea was that I was going to scarf this on in the same way as I scarf the pieces together. But when I spoke to B&B Yacht Designs, they suggested this kind of scarf is not really very strong, and they recommended that I glass over this. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to glass over that. So that's going to be my plan. I think I'm going to sheathe the bottom inside and out with fiberglass, and the side panels I'm not going to sheathe them in fiberglass. I'm just going to epoxy them. So I will have to put a piece of some strips of fiberglass over those joins to strengthen them, because they're not strong enough as they are. So that means today I'm not actually going to cut these scarfing pieces. I'm just going to cut it straight, and then I'm going to simply glass the pieces together in a butt joint, and that should be fine. That should be enough. But in order to do that I need to be able to make sure I've got the shape right. So how I'm going to do it is I'm going to clamp these two pieces together, and then I'm going to cut through the panel and this piece at the same time, so that if I do have any slightly wavy edges, it will marry up properly, so that when I do join it together it will be a proper butt joint. Before I do that, I'm going to put the panels back together so they've got the right angle, so I can make sure that the angle of the nose is correct. And once I've cut this, of course, and before I scarf the new piece in, then it'll be a little bit loose. So I've got another piece of unplaned timber, which I'm going to use to actually connect that to the bottom piece. So there'll be 2 screws in here and then 2 screws in the side panel, and that will maintain the angle correctly, so that it doesn't move and give me the wrong angles at all while it's securing. So that's the plan for today. I might actually do a little bit of sanding down on some of these joints as well. Let's see how much time I've got. So, okay. Okay, so it's been almost 2 hours, and what I've done is I've screwed this batten on across here. I've laid this piece on top of the old, this is the port side, so I've laid the port side butterfly on top of the starboard butterfly before putting this piece on, so that I can be sure that at the right angle. Because well, I had already cut through the nose, which meant that effectively there were 2 pieces again, and I'd also taken off the batten at the back for the 2 pieces. So I basically put the butterfly back together and put an extra batten on, so that will reinforce it, so that when I make this cut, the shape of these 2 pieces won't change. It will be a gap there where the new piece will still get scarfed in. So I'm pretty sure everything's good to go. So I'll just do one more check through. I've even allowed for the thickness of the blade. So I've laid the new piece on top, but I've moved it forward about 1 mil, so that when I cut, and then when the piece moves back to fill the gap left by the saw blade, it should still be enough wood to foam down, to get a nice smooth bow section. If I didn't do that, then when the wood came back, it would probably be a bit short. So in order to keep the length, I've moved it forward slightly. So it's almost 5 o'clock. I think I better crack on, make the cut, and then I've got to get these saw horses out of here and get myself set up for ready for glassing. So I'm not going to do the glassing until tomorrow, but I want to get things set up ready to go. So I'm going to need to get these pieces off onto the side, sawhorses out, tidy up the floors slightly, get the old loft boards down on the floor and the pieces on top of that. I've also got to perhaps sand the nose, because if I'm going to glass the nose, I'm going to need to sand that piece of glass tape that's glassed in there on the nose section. I've got to sand that down, I guess, because so cutting, sanding, moving things out, cleaning up, preparing for the glassing tomorrow. Quite a few things to do, just for a simple repair. Back onto time lapse. So this mask works really well. You hardly feel like you're wearing it, and the air, even when sanding, smells, tastes clean, whatever the words are. Yeah, it just feels clean. The suit is just supposed to keep the dust out of my clothes, so I was getting a bit of a rash, so let's just see how that turns out, having worn this to do the sanding. So I've sanded the two scarf joints so that I can glass over it at some point. I've sanded down the fiberglass tape to get rid of most of it, still a few traces left, and I cut the new piece on top, cut out the old piece and cut the new piece at the same time, so they're both exactly the same shape and size. And I've laid it all out. It's on the loft floorboards, which have worked quite well in the past, so that's pretty much ready to go. I just need to cut the fiberglass and cut the plastic to the right size, and then glass it all up, put the weights on. That's pretty much done. So